My name is Mohit Garg, and I'm the CEO of Oloid AI, a computer vision-based physical identity platform for workplace safety and security. We are working with some of the top brands from manufacturing, construction, supply chain, and healthcare industries with over 100,000 active users on our platform. The Oloid team comprises of tech veterans from Apple, Cisco, Aruba Networks, and IBM. Since earlier this year, we've been working with a large number of employers with contagion safety and return to work programs. Before adopting Oloid, these companies were using manual methods for safety screening and access control. This presented risk of virus exposure to the health screener and additional personnel costs. With Oloid, employers are able to automate their manual processes such as these by letting our AI perform the security and safety screening. Examples of applications built on Oloid platform are facial authentication-based access control and clocking, QR code-based health questionnaire capture, and thermal imaging-based automated temperature screening. Oloid integrates with standard IP cameras and tablets on the front end, and our pre-built integrations with backend IT, HR, and security systems makes it very easy to download our apps and deploy rule-based policies and actions. Let us look at a few example applications and the demo of our product in action. Oloid's Certify application captures and converts the response to questions about health symptoms and travel history into a QR code. Employees or visitors can generate this QR code at their home computer or on their smartphones. Oloid assesses the risk score and generates a red or green QR code. This QR code can then be scanned at entry points, and if a red QR code is scanned, it can generate alerts over SMS or email, which can be directed to safety and security teams. Additionally, this process can be strengthened with automated temperature scanning with thermal cameras. Instead of a health screener pointing a forehead thermometer, Oloid's computer vision AI is able to scan the thermal images of the face with elevated temperature. As you can see in this video, this is a quick, safe, and contactless process. Oloid assesses the thermal image, and if the temperature is found to be elevated, it can generate alerts. This removes the need for a health screener to be present at every point, which can cost up to $75 to $100 an hour. With Oloid's integration with access control, the safety screening can also be used to gate turnstiles or door access. As you can see in this videos, the turnstiles and doors can be unlocked once the safety screening, temperature scan, and facial authentication is performed automatically. The safety and security checks can also be introduced into the time clocking process. As opposed to requiring hourly workers to first go to the safety screening checkpoint and then come back to the time clocks, Oloid's integrations with time and attendance systems such as Kronos and ADP allows safety screening to be integrated into the day of the life of the worker. Oloid has been working with Fortune 500 manufacturer Flex for providing contactless clocking and access control for thousands of workers at multiple factories and warehouses. Similarly, one of the largest construction companies in North America, PCL Constructions, is leveraging Oloid to enable contactless access control and temperature scanning at their work sites. Oloid is an important part of the safety at work programs at PCL and Flex and several other large employers. Oloid has a very strong ROI. While it is hard to estimate the incredibly high cost that could result from bad PR and lawsuits from contagion outbreak at the workplace, the reduction in physical security risk, theft, and buddy swiping itself pays for the Oloid solution. We've been working closely with our customers and legal experts to evaluate the data privacy implications of the use of biometrics and wellness screening at the workplace. I can share some key points from Oloid's research on data privacy as it relates to our customers for your reference. This is not a legal opinion. For most employers, the existing employment agreements are likely to cover the retention and employee biometrics, especially like pictures in their HR systems. In many cases, regulators have also carved out exceptions for processes around employee safety in wake of the pandemic. The employer must simply provide its employees with a notice at the time of enrollment and use with these systems. This can also be accomplished by providing signage at the enrollment and check-in points. As long as the employers follow these simple guidelines, their business and employee data would be adequately protected. The Oloid system provides features which allow organizations to comply with all these regulatory requirements, such as right to erasure, de-identification, and right to be informed. Additionally, there are some considerations that apply to employee wellness data. In order to comply with privacy and HIPAA, an employee's wellness information may not be made visible or audible without their consent. Oloid has carefully considered these issues and therefore provides very subtle feedback, which is designed to be only visible to the end user. Additionally, any audio feedback can be turned off on the device to ensure that the data is protected and the privacy is ensured. Oloid also offers a zero data transfer model, wherein no data is ever transferred to any servers and stays resident only on the end user's device. In any case, Oloid never stores this data, and even if this data were to be captured by the company for contact tracing and audit purposes, Oloid transfers this to the company's servers, and then this data can be auto-purged from even the customer servers after a defined period, typically 30 days. It was a pleasure to present to you all, and I look forward to hearing from you if there are any collaboration opportunities. I can be reached out on this email, mg@oloid.ai. Thank you. Have a good day.
Wonderful. Hi, Mohit. So first question for you, what are some best practices that you can share you're seeing with your customers?
Yeah, thank you, Payal. Yeah, happy to share some of the practices we've seen work well. So one, we have seen that the appropriate use of educational signage, instructions, and training, that is almost as important as picking the right technology, right? You could pick a perfect technology framework, but not educate the end users, employees, and visitors. And now you're getting not only exposed, but there's confusion on how to even go about going through the process. The other best practices we are seeing is integration with existing processes. So not making health screening a separate process, but potentially integrate that with the clocking of an hourly worker or a badge access into a main door or the facility. So that not only increases efficiency, it removes the centralized health check as a choke point to a decentralized method, which is automated. So these are a couple of best practices we are seeing. Honestly, what's not working that well is expecting every employee to have a smartphone with an app, right? So we have alternate solutions where you can have a touchless kiosk where pointing or using voice can administer the health questions. So, expecting every employee to be very tech savvy hasn't worked very well for all our customers.
So much, Mohit. We are running a little short on time, but anyone in the audience who would like to connect with Mohit, please reach out via email to him. Thank you so much. And